Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Be Determined. Today we have a major dungeons update on the alpha server, so this is going to be coming to the main server somewhat soon. So if you guys learned anything from this video or you are excited for the update, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump straight into it. So the main appeal of this update is going to be a ton of new items. So there are a ton of featured items in here that you can see, a lot of which we have seen before, you know, Laser's Eyes, Bigfoot, Lasso, all that stuff. But there are some new items in here. So there is the Giant's Eye Sword, which is from Master Mode Floor 6. So this is the Dark Claymore of Floor 6 Master Mode. And you can see it's got an ability called Eye Beam. It fires a laser in front of you, dealing damage and costing mana. The damage increases by 100% every second for 5 seconds, and the mana cost increases by 25% every second. You can right click again to deactivate the laser. Damage of the laser is increased while wearing the Precursor Eye. So this is kind of a set consisting between a specific weapon and a specific armor set, which we don't really see that often. So this is very cool to kind of have a new item like this. The only thing that's similar I can think of is the AOTD and the Dragon Gloves for the equipment. But speaking of equipment, there is a new equipment setup that you can get specifically for dungeons. So there are Soul Weaver gloves, there's a Shadow Assassin cloak, there's an adaptive belt, a bone necklace, and a balloon snake. So it looks like the setup's going to be the bone necklace, which is from floor 4, I believe, the adaptive belt from floor 3, the Shadow Assassin cloak from floor 5, which you can frag most likely with livid fragments, and the Soul Weaver gloves, which I'm guessing are floor 6, but possibly floor 7. Yep, they are floor 6, so you can go to the RNG drops page and see they are from floor 6. But then we go past that, there is the Thorn Reaver, or Thorn Reaper, the Bone Reaver, which these are all upgrades of each other, it looks like. The Bouquet of Lies, a Thorn Fragment, and yeah, those are the big ones. So if we take this Thorn Fragment, we can see there is a fragged version of the Spirit Scepter now, which basically does 10 more damage and has 30 more intelligence, so that's pretty nice. You can also frag Spirit Boots as well, just gives a little bit more stats on everything. You can frag the Spirit Short Bow, gives 10 more strength and an extra 10 damage as well. It's also for Bone Meringue and the Spirit Mask, so pretty cool. Now the Bouquet of Lies is an upgraded version of the Flower of Truth. This right here is the recipe, so it requires a ton of ancient roses. I believe this is compost right here, so a couple stacks of compost, a wooden singularity, and that is a Flower of Truth there in the middle. So it's a pretty expensive craft, but you can see the ability is pretty crazy. Fires a barrage of 3 roses that ricochet between enemies, hitting up to 5 foes. For every 10% of your health missing, your roses deal 2% more damage, but it doesn't cost mana, it costs health, so that makes it a little bit more interesting. And then this Bone Reaver, I'm not very sure how this is made. I'm guessing that it is crafted, but it is a long sword, and it slashes in a huge arc, dealing a huge percentage of melee damage to all enemies hit. It does have charges on it, but it is a long sword, very similar to the Giant's Eye Sword, the new sword from Master Mode Floor 6, and the Dark Claymore. So they're adding in a bunch more long swords because they have made some buffs to the Berserker class. Go over and look at the Berserker Changes here. They buffed the Bloodlust passive and the Lust for Blood passives. They are much more powerful now. The Bloodlust now gives a lot more healing, and the Lust for Blood is going to be doing a lot more damage. It used to max out at 50%. Now it maxes out at 607. Plus, they added the Indomitable passive as well as the Weapon Master passives, which increases your defense and also increases your maximum swing range. So Berserker is a little bit more ranged than it used to be. Ragnarok also adds a bunch more bonus attack speed, which is nice, and increases your regular speed. They also added the Overheal passive ability to Healer. Healing a player that is full health will convert the health into an absorption shield up to 31.2% of their health. So it used to be only Wish would give the overshield, but now you can always give overshield. But those aren't the only changes. For the in-game players, we have some crazy things to talk about. If we look at my boss collections, you can see I have a bunch of new items to claim here, but it's only on the floors where I have done Master Mode because they have gone back and calculated it. They have changed Master Mode comps to count for 2 in-boss collections instead of 1, and they have calculated past runs, so I can now go back and claim some of the old things that I have now, since they calculated all of my Master Mode runs to count for 2 instead of 1. So this isn't just for moving forward, all MM comps count as 2, this is for the past as well. Now if we go into the Blood Room on floor 5, we should be able to see some crazy things here. You will notice if we go up and try and sit on one of the levers, the Watcher Watcher Eyes are going to get onto us. So if we fly too high, then we pretty much get completely nuked by the Watcher Eyes. So that can be a pain. I'm honestly not sure how we get these Thorn Fragments. I'm guessing that it's maybe a Spirit Bear spawns back here instead of Bonzo that I had spawn at the start, and then you can get it from that, but I'm honestly not 100% certain. Anyways, that is the Dungeons update that is on alpha right now. Hopefully it'll be on the main server pretty soon if they don't find any bugs. And yeah, really looking forward to this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. God bless.